Hi, so here we have our first tracker that I can explain based on a medical approach of cases being logged. It's a similar way of tracking activities being done or calls being received needing translation. They want to track it because time is charged as well as certain work activities, but it's all time based. So this was the interim solution for my client because they plan to have created this in a actual program on its own. So I'll be going through each tab just to explain. You'll see that certain buttons here refer to certain tabs below. The important items that should not be seen by employees using it is hidden with passwords. I will show you that as well. And let's get started. So for the information that usually is populated or the daily activities by the usual administrator would be to enter log information. So if it's an activity, activity speaks to other activities, calls refers to the calls tab. If you go to calls, you'll notice that it's got its standard columns and each row is populated as you fill in the user forms that pop up. Same with the other activities. So let's go back and we say, okay, I'd like to add an activity. There's all the open text boxes and combo boxes. The yellow is just the client's request to be as a required field, the white being optional. So for this one, I've already done one line example of inputting, so I don't have to spend time doing another one here. But in the case of you not populating the yellow ones, if you had to submit, it would tell you not logged, something is missing. All right, cancel. Same case with call. Submit, not logged because you have to still put in all information. So once all that information is in there and the person would like to have a report, now this is the client's own request of a type of report. So if you had to say run, they've got 4 cases. Let's choose the report should be written for today, so the 10th of May 2020. Submit. In the background, it takes that information, populates into the relevant Excel template, and then saves it to a PDF. Well, not yet to the PDF. That's just been created. You cannot witness anything here. These are just other information tabs. Those important ones are saved behind password protected tabs. So let's create the PDF. It also saves that PDF in an allocated folder within the local hard drive, which I've put in the coding. You'll see that the date is always, it's based on that moment of when you save it. So it's the date plus the time. It's okay. There you go. The PDF example shows you it's the template with the information. There's the email that pops up with all the written information. So it allows you to type more information before you click send with its case ID, etc. Let's close that. That's the PDF being open and those 2 logs of information. Let's close that. Let's go back to function. So when they have done all the activities and calls, they would like to then have a certain way of tracking if they know that they've sent a bill to the customer. So you would then first create your billing. You'd say run the bill based on all the first cases. Okay, in this case, I've already clicked before. That's why it tells you that that date has already been registered. If you want to see that, let's say view billing. Now this is where it asks for a password. Click OK. And then you'll see that, okay, so on the 10th of May, with all the relevant information and formulas pulling through, this has all been pre-calculated. The one activity had about 12 minutes, or you see there 12 minutes, and the other one at 3 minutes, so it's being charged. And it tells you, okay, so you have 14.50 not being charged, and it's not invoiced. So then you'd go back to functions. Let's just hide that again. Okay. Then you would say, all right, now I would like to actually invoice this. So, but before you do, because the invoice will be created and it will be sent an email. So let's just say the test at gmail.com. Then I'd say, all right, run the invoicing. Okay, again, because this is only for certain level of employee. Click OK. The wrong password. Did I not change this password? Okay, I think let's just So there we go. Let's see if it has been done. Do. Here we go. So, sorry I couldn't show you that password. So this is let's have a look. I'd like to create the invoice. My invoice number is 134. Issue date is today. Submit. And there you go. So it has been created as before. Another PDF created. And there is their email with that email address being populated here with the relevant information. Let's close that. And there you go, the standard template invoice being created. Just by clicking a button, that information has been pulled through and calculated and placed at the bottom with its report at the bottom as well. Let's close that. And yeah, so ready for invoice. So what happens here is that in this case, this file, like I said, I couldn't show that password, that's the actual customer's password. So had I clicked run here, it would ask for the person that has the right to create invoices to put in their password. Now, the employee that does the populating of information does all that daily work, and if that person's ready, they would then inform the administrator that has the right to create invoice. So they would click on ready for invoicing, tell them what the case is, and it's just a some questions before the person has sent it, because otherwise it's not necessary. Has the calls has been loaded? Yes, it has been. The employee's responsibility was to update the billing. Yes, they've done it. This is the person they need to email. Their name is Sandra, and they would say email accountant, and that would be sent now to the accountant without even having to open it. It's just a notification so that a person can open this file and do the relevant invoicing as I've shown before. The ones that are important to hide, like I said here, you can view calls. They tell you the calls tab is hidden. Other activities hidden. If you want to view this, there you go. This is the Excel version before it gets changed to the PDF. Let's hide that again. Thank you. Same with the invoicing. And then just a small invoicing tells you the date, the invoice number, and the charge of what you've invoiced. So yeah, you can see with this type of example, we can definitely work and create something that works for your company as well. And I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks again. Bye.